Angels Before Man by Rafael Nicolas. The world of Angels Before Man takes place long before humanity's first breath, in a realm where celestial beings exist in a fragile balance between divine order and free will. Heaven itself is not a place of perfect harmony, but a kingdom simmering with political intrigue, moral compromise, and ideological division. In this universe, you are not dealing with the simplicity of good versus evil. Angels themselves are conflicted, flawed, and sometimes terrifying. War brews in the heavenly ranks as questions of loyalty to the Creator clash with the temptation of independence. The fall of Lucifer is not a single moment, but a slow, rotting descent that pulls friends, lovers, and families into chaos. Living here, or merely existing here, means you're trapped in a war where even immortality isn't protection, because the punishment for disobedience isn't just death, it's eternal separation, spiritual decay, and the loss of everything you once were. This isn't a realm of golden light, it's a cosmic powder keg waiting to explode, and if you're caught in the wrong side of eternity, you will burn forever. Number 2. Twilight of the Gods. Twilight of the Gods is a Norse-inspired apocalypse where the ancient deities face their final, inevitable destruction. Imagine a world where the sky is forever bruised with storm clouds, where the sun weakens and the seas rise in anticipation of the final battle. Giants march from Jotunheim, Fenrir's chains rattle in anticipation, and the Midgard serpent stirs beneath blackened waters. The prophecy of Ragnarok isn't something you can change. It is set in stone, and the gods themselves, despite all their power, are powerless to stop it. Living in this world means living with a ticking clock over your head. Every day, the signs of the end grow clearer. Crops fail, winters stretch on endlessly, and beasts roam freely, unchallenged. Even if you fight, your destiny is to die, not in some peaceful passing, but on a battlefield soaked in the blood of gods and men alike. There is no escape, no afterlife of peace, just the violent end of everything you've ever known. Number 3. The Nemesis Saga. Set in a world where ancient kaiju-like monsters are not just real, but are awakened by humanity's meddling, the Nemesis Saga is a disaster on a global scale. Picture a creature the size of a skyscraper, intelligent enough to hunt you down, powerful enough to level cities, and fast enough to outrun your best escape plan. Society collapses under constant attacks, and military weapons only slow these monsters down rather than stopping them. But the true horror isn't just the monsters themselves, it's what their presence does to humanity. Governments fall into secrecy and corruption, civilians turn on one another in panic, and survival often comes at the expense of your morality. In this universe, every safe zone is temporary, every plan a gamble, and every day could be the one where something massive and merciless comes crashing through your world. It's a reality where your life is measured not in years, but in how long it takes for something to notice you. Number 4. I Am Armageddon by C.L. Cabrera. In I Am Armageddon, humanity faces the apocalypse not from an alien threat or natural disaster, but from a being who embodies destruction itself. This isn't just an enemy, it's an unstoppable force born from prophecy, judgment, and wrath. Once it awakens, every event, every life, every breath becomes part of a countdown toward the end. The world falls into chaos as the Armageddon entity sweeps across continents. It can't be reasoned with or bribed. It exists solely to erase and consume. The worst part? You know it's coming. The signs appear everywhere. Skies turning unnatural colors, mass hysteria, the very laws of nature bending and breaking. You're not just running from death, you're running from an entity that sees you as a speck of dust to be swept away. There's no safe haven, because the end isn't a place, it's a presence, and it's everywhere. 5. The Angel and the Judgment by Don Nori. This universe centers on divine judgment made terrifyingly real. Here, angels are not the comforting messengers of hope, but the enforcers of God's will, executing sentences on both the righteous and the wicked. The day of judgment isn't a far-off prophecy. It's happening now, and no one can hide. You live in a world where the supernatural bleeds into the physical without warning. One moment you could be walking through your city, and the next, the sky tears open to reveal legions of angels descending, not to save but to separate. There is no appeal, no trial by jury, only the instant revelation of your soul's worth, followed by eternal reward or damnation. The terrifying part is that you may not even know you've failed until it's too late, and the angels are already at your door. Number 6. Legion and Dominion. This is a world after the apocalypse, where heaven and hell have broken their boundaries, and earth is the battlefield. Angels and demons roam freely, humans are caught in the middle, and survival means aligning yourself with forces you can barely trust. The angelic dominion is a militant force ruling with a cold, holy iron fist, while the demonic legion spreads chaos, destruction, and corruption. For ordinary people, life here is brutal. Cities are militarized strongholds, food and water are rationed, and stepping outside the walls means risking possession, dismemberment, or worse. The greatest danger isn't just physical, it's spiritual. One bad decision, one desperate bargain, and you might find yourself serving the very evil you once feared. The war isn't ending, it's escalating, and you're just one fragile piece on a divine chessboard. 7. Ghost Sitter. While Ghost Sitter is comedic in tone, living in its world would be unnerving for any sane person. Imagine inheriting a traveling carnival train where the staff are all supernatural creatures, vampires, mummies, zombies, and ghosts, each with their own bizarre quirks and chaotic habits. Every stop on the journey invites trouble, whether it's rival supernatural beings trying to claim the train, hunters seeking to destroy its residents, or the residents themselves causing catastrophic accidents. The supernatural world here is not hidden out of respect for humans. It's hidden because if the public knew, there'd be widespread panic. Living on this train means constantly cleaning up messes that could get you killed, cursed, or dragged into an ancient undead feud. Number 8. Roswell Conspiracies. Aliens, Myths, and Legends. In this animated universe, every myth and legend humanity has ever known, from vampires to werewolves to aliens, is rooted in real extraterrestrial species living among us. The Roswell organization works to monitor, control, and when necessary, eliminate them. That means the world you live in is crawling with inhuman creatures that wear human faces. Your neighbor could be an alien predator, your boss could be a shapeshifter, and your closest friend could be an undercover operative using you for intel. The constant paranoia is maddening, and the truth is heavily guarded. If you stumble on it, the best you can hope for is being recruited. The worst is vanishing without a trace. It's a reality where nothing is as it seems, and the real monsters are sometimes the humans tasked with protecting you.